I go away with the British team occasionally. You always tell your athletes check your arrows, but
Yeah,
again,
I mean,
when you're in
it's a
this
simple mistake to make.
she's working out the angles, and well, if that is fully the case, I feel really sorry there for Jessica Massey, but that happens.
Yeah, that's a tough way to lose a world championship.
So
that really is a shame if that's what's happened.
Here we go with the men's bronze medal match. Already out, Jean-Charles Valladont.
And then here comes from Italy, we got Marco Morello.
Fantastic, yep. So, what do we know about these guys, John?
Well, again, another two great field archers. Marco, we've seen him a number of times as a junior and then moving up into the senior ranks more recently in the last few years. And then Jean-Charles Valladont from France. So he's not long back from Rio in the Olympics, a great target shooter, but we've seen him in a few of these World and European field finals in recent years.
Yep.
See if I can remember what his positions were.
He won in Val d'Isère.
Yes, he was world champion in 2012 in Val d'Isère, so on home soil.
Yeah, World Games champion in Colombia, 13.
Yeah.
Silver medalist Mr. Ellison in Zagreb. So, always got a medal.
Yeah. He's had a good record in recent years.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic season. European target champion, silver medal at the Olympic Games. You know, being in a situation like this isn't going to phase him. He's a great indoor shooter. He's an all-round shooter. He does field, he does target, he does indoors. Loves to compete. He has said, I spoke to him the other day, he's going to have his first break for 10 years after this.
All right.
He's going fishing.
Well,
that's what he said, yes. Great start there from Murillo, though. 6, bang.
Well, yeah, having talked about all of Jean-Charles' victories, and then we see Marco with a perfect start.
Yeah, so... And a 5. So... This, again, very strong shooters. The men's competition this week, if we run it through, John, the men's recurve, has been loaded with talent.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the biggest turnout in the men's recurve division that we've seen for a number of years. And when you look at the entry list, you've got a number of high quality shooters there.
Yeah, so the 3 serious competitors from America, Italian team strong, French team strong, British, yourself, Alan Wills, very, very strong. All so many world champions and medalists.
Yep. And then you're going to see Roberg in the next match from Germany.
Oh, well, yeah. Won more than anybody in this infield, hasn't he, I think. So 15 from Murillo. Jean-Charles, his last shot coming up. Very purposeful draw that you know is his when he makes it. Holds lovely. 6. There we go. Yeah. Just waiting on.
Yeah, it looks close to the line, but they've said 5.
5. Yeah, the spotter is on this side, so you'll have a good view of it. Yeah.
Well, that's a good start from both athletes there.
Yeah. There we go. So, first target, point difference. Not really going to read much into that. That's the settler, I'm calling that. But now, I'll test their field skills. 45 metres. Oh, a very knowledgeable person going around with Murillo there, isn't he?
Yeah, so we can see Giuseppe Simandi. He's one of the Italian barebow archers. He's won the World Championships.
World Games, I think, as well, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's been one of the top shooters again over the last, let's say, 8 or 10 years. We saw him as a junior and then coming up to be a very successful senior.
Yeah. So, target 2, 45 metres.
Oh, there goes the grass again.
Yeah. The groundsman's going to be well happy next week. 2 minutes, 3 arrows. Nice, big, steep testing shot. And again, keeping your form while you're finding your angle. Getting your cut right. Keeping your bow up right. Simple.
Yeah.
Oh, make a
What
nice
can
shot
go wrong?
after all that. Yeah, knock and break. So, John Charles looks really strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of takes his time. He's slow and purposeful. He looks like
Yes.
he's going to come down.
Yeah,
He's not
like
quite happy with that.
almost testing the angle out, really, wasn't he? But again, look, you can look at the holes on the two faces and start getting a bit of a pattern.
Yeah.
A lot of low lefts on the right hand one, and a high four.
Well,
So
it looked like a nice shot, but
yeah.
perhaps he just didn't take enough distance off to get that in the middle.
A bit of a think. Possibly.
I think it's going to be a 4.
That's a 4. Yeah. So 2 good shots from Morello, but he needs to make some inroads on Jean Charles, who grouping at the top. So
Again,
chance here for both of them to maybe nick a point.
you can just see Marco there. He kind of came up horizontal, then adjusted his angle to keep his arms and shoulders all in line.
He scared it.
Yeah, he's unlucky not to pick up a
there's
5.
A 5, yeah. So no, John Charles just
One point again.
Which is another point there. They surrounded it, but not quite nailed that target yet. So John Charles just opening up a tiny lead now. 2 points halfway, but as we've seen, doesn't really mean a lot in this.
Again, it's not over until the last arrow shot. These guys, 15 meters on this 20 centimeter face. Well,
they should expect a 17, really.
I'd expect them to be in the yellow with all 3.
Yeah.
Perhaps unlucky if they're not hitting some 6s there. So for Marco, he'd perhaps hope to pick up a point, get a little bit closer.
Yes.
I wouldn't expect to see a big swing in the scores, but who knows?
Okay, so 2 point lead, Jean Charles Valladont over Marco Morello, but plenty of shooting to happen yet. Looks a very nice shot. Oh, beautiful
Perfect
shot. Yeah, bang in the 6. And that's what he needs. Jean Charles, I'm going to say
it's a 6 as well.
That's a 6 as well, yeah. Quick shot fair from Jean Charles. He's normally Italy have had a strong championship so far. Well, this week.
How many times did we hear the Italian national anthem this morning? Was it 3
times? I felt like I could almost hum it myself by the 3 times in a row this morning. So 3 6s so far from these 2 archers. Excellent shooting on this target. A lot of glare out there still.
Yeah, the sun's still bright. You see it glinting off the bows and the arrows.
Yeah. Just out.
Just out, I think.
17 there, very strong from
glad Marco didn't make me look stupid there. He did what I said.
Yeah.
Got them all in the yellow, picked up some 6s.
That could be a 4. Can't quite see behind. Saw star. It's being hidden by the fletching of Murillo from our camera angle.
Well,
so
whatever happens, it looks like Marco's going to pick up at least 1 point.
He's got a point back. Yeah.
That could be crucial going into the last target. Well, that's another 5,
that's
maybe a 4.
4. Yeah. So
okay,
bit of a swing there, which Murillo really got that target. He did what he needed to do, being a point, 2 points behind. Yeah. And Charles got his binoculars on that.
Yeah, he'll want to see where it is just to be sure.
Yeah.
It's like a 1-point lead for Marco.
Well, just
Italy.
wait for the confirm, because one of Jean-Charles's was very close to a line. So going in to the last target, it's whichever way this point goes, it's wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that could go either way.
Yeah. So there you can see targets number 4 at the top of your screen.
Oh, he got the point.
Yeah. So 44 all, like the ladies' match, we're all square.
Yeah, so we should see a good finish.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Are they going to try and shoot quickly, try and get a good arrow in, put the pressure on the opponent?
Yeah.
Or are they going to be a bit more considered and take their time?
Yeah. If you can get that first arrow right now in the 6.
Well, it can really pile on the pressure.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're confident on your second arrow.
Well, yeah, you've got the angle right, you've got the adjustment for the distance right. You've got the points in the bag, and then it's all for your opponent to try and match you then.
Yeah. So I think Morello, he's definitely been shooting.
Go for it.
He has been shooting very quick, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he is going to go for this. Five. That's what you wanted, isn't it, from your first shot? Really, it's nicely in there. It's high up in the 5. A few clicks, you can get that in next time quite confidently.
Yep.
So John Charles has come down.
So did JC see that?
Yeah, he'll know. He'll know it was a decent arrow. There'll be a shadow. Even if you don't want to look, you're going to see it.
You can't help but see it out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah. Oh, a high 3. He's been high on both his uphill shots. He's underestimated both of them. Yeah. So Murillo's come down. He's got control of this match now.
He's got the lead, but he's not going to do anything rash and make any mistakes.
No, it's topsy-turvy stuff right now. Charles, not looking strong on that. Already thinks about his fishing rod. Oh, and a 3 from Murillo now. So it's
he could swing back the other way with a good shot
look
from
at all these,
Charles.
look at all those holes left. It's a little line of arrows going left on this target. Ah, there we go. So swings back. Brilliant match. Really tense, tight.
Basically down to 1 arrow shoot off now.
Yes. Only had one of those so far. He needs to make this good. He needs to make Jean-Charles work on his last arrow. Long hold. Oh, and a 4, so Jean-Charles has got it.
Whilst the camera was on Marco, you heard the arrow of Jean-Charles hit the target.
Got a quick one away, so we'll just wait for official confirmation. But last arrow, Jean-Charles nicked that by about a centimetre, I reckon.
Wow. You just didn't know what was going to happen then, did you?
No, but Murillo, on that last shot, Murillo had been shooting very quick, very flowing, hadn't he? And those last 2, he got that first one away, like we talked about, and he held.
Yeah, perhaps he was thinking about it too much. And you know, this is one of the things when you're shooting under pressure. You know, why is it different? Why can't you just shoot that arrow like you normally do?
Yes.